Hi, I'm Rajiv, and I am here in beautiful Hawaii, staying with my friends, which is a very good time to talk about how to be a good house guest. My main goal when I'm staying with my friends in their homes is for the experience on both our parts to be a pleasant one. I understand and recognize that everybody has their own routine when they're alone, and when they've been generous enough to invite me to stay with them, it can be kind of intrusive without any of us intending to be intrusive. I, staying at their homes, am disrupting part of their everyday routine. So my goal when I'm staying with my friends is really to kind of make it feel like I'm not even there at all, and also for them to feel like they want me to be there. That has been something that I've just always had with me when I've gone to stay with somebody. The first thing that I always do when I'm staying with someone is I make my bed. In the morning, when I get up, whether I'm sleeping on a couch in their living room or whether I have my own beautiful guest room, I want my hosts to feel like the place is neat and tidy. And there's something about a disheveled, unmade bed, even if it's on the sofa, that just isn't pleasant. So when I wake up in the morning, if I'm staying with my friend Laura in Toronto, the first thing I do when I get up is I fold all of the sheets on the sofa and I neatly put them over to one side. In a house like this one, where I have my own beautiful guest room, I love this room so much, I make my bed mainly so that I can open the door to the bedroom and anybody in the house can walk by this room and it feels like the room is exactly the way it always is when I'm not here. So this is something that I've just felt is really like a tiny detail, but it's an important detail about being a good house guest. Make your bed. Number 2 for me is put away your bag or your luggage if possible. When my friends come to stay with me in my tiny apartment in New York, unfortunately, there is no place where we can tuck away a suitcase or a bag. There's just no closet space. So my guests' bags actually do sit out in the open, and we put them off to a side, and they kind of live out of their bag, which is not ideal. But when you actually have a whole room to yourself, or when I have a room to myself, the first thing I do when I'm settling in is I unpack my bag and I put away the bag. Again, so that the room feels just as it was before I got here. You can't see the bag, you can't see the clothes, there's not an ugly suitcase or a travel bag just sitting on the floor. Number 3, contribute some way to the household. My contribution is often cooking a meal or cooking multiple meals while I'm staying with my friends. I think even if you're not a good cook, find a skill that you have that you're good at and offer that to your hosts. Maybe it is helping in the garden. Maybe it's repairing something that's broken. Like you see something that needs to be fixed and you're good at fixing something like a broken doorknob or a chair rail, and offer to fix it. And very often your hosts will be glad and they'll take you up on that, and you've contributed something to the actual household. For me, being able to cook really well is something that all of my hosts have welcomed with open arms. And I actually love participating in that way, making a meal for the family, making multiple meals for the family. But even if you're not a good cook or you can't repair something, there are lots of small ways that you can contribute to a household. And the main thing about contributing is being observant. So this is something that I realize I have always done when I stay with people. I watch what they do, and I watch how they do things. If you're in the kitchen with your hosts and they're cooking a meal, watch where they pull the cutlery from. Watch what cupboards they go into to take out the plates. Be observant. So the next night, even if you're not making a meal and they're cooking again, you can say, hey, I'll set the table. And they'll be very impressed that you don't have to ask them, where are the plates? Where are the forks and spoons? Where are the glasses? And even if you don't remember, you don't have to ask. Just look. This is really something that now I just know how to do this because I've done this for so many years, staying with so many people all over the globe. Just open the cupboards when you're in the kitchen and you want to help. Don't ask, like, can I help in some way? Because most often the answer that you're going to get from your hosts is, no, you just sit. It's fine. We'll do it. Most people aren't going to take you up on that offer, especially if it's your first time staying with them. So don't even ask. Just get up and say, hey, I'll set the table. Or if there's stuff in the sink, watch how they wash stuff. Like, be observant and watch if they use the kitchen sponge or if they use a brush. And then shortly after that, while you're talking, while they're doing something, get up and go to the sink and participate without asking them if you can help. Just help. This is a little thing that over the years I think has really made me see how valuable it is to making an impression on your hosts. And not just making an impression, but making them actually want you to come back so that they invite you to come back. Because if you go somewhere like this very beautiful house in Hawaii and you have never been there before and you stay with them and you like staying with them, for me, in a place like this, I've thought I would really like to come back here. So you want to be invited back. And that is always subconscious in me. What I could be doing to make it pleasant for the people that are housing me so that they want me to come back. Being a good house guest, just a few key points, not a lot of work, but practicing the key skill of being observant. Being observant and putting it into practice. Do what I do. Maybe you even do it better. Let me know what else you do in the comments below. And I have a feeling that if you do what I do, you're going to be invited back. for sure.